Ever wondered what the firmament above us is truly made of? Let's talk about the mystery of sky ice. Frozen oxygen that just might be the key to understanding the firmament and the boundaries of our world. In Genesis 1, 6-8, the Bible speaks of the firmament dividing the waters above from the waters below. What if this wasn't just a metaphor? What if the firmament was a physical barrier that researchers have claimed to have encountered in Antarctica? Deep in Antarctica, researchers have discovered what they call sky ice. Sky ice is so cold it's said to evaporate when removed from its natural environment, and it appears to regenerate when tampered with, making it impossible to dig through. Many flat earth researchers believe that Antarctica isn't a continent, but it's actually a giant ice ring surrounding our flat plane. According to some accounts, those who have tried to dig through the ice ring encounter the sky ice. It's a frozen, oxygen-rich substance that prevents further exploration. It's almost as if it's there to protect what lies beyond. Researchers allegedly tried to bring this sky ice back to America to analyze it further, but it would evaporate before they could ever get it back. And latest discoveries show that frozen oxygen is a sky blue. So imagining that our environment is filled with oxygen and that oxygen is constantly rising and the temperatures up there are so cold that the oxygen is continually freezing and regenerating our firmament. So many images out there that make it so obvious that we are living under some kind of dome. Here's another one I found interesting. Why is the sky blue? Frozen oxygen. Oxygen is also magnetic. Even in Job, he mentions the firmament and it looking like molten looking glass. So amazing how these radiant blue pillars appear in Antarctica. There's streams of this crystal clear blue water in Antarctica. Could this be liquid oxygen? I think this frozen oxygen, or what they call sky ice, raises some profound questions. I believe this is a part of the Creator's intelligent design, creating a regenerating system to keep us protected under the firmament. The answers have been in the Bible all along, and we are just now making these discoveries in modern times. NASA has been deceiving us for decades, and it's time to wake up. Starting with their logo, the red swoosh is a serpent's tongue. As someone who follows Christ Jesus and seeks the truth, I've come to realize that NASA is a master of deception. Here is why I believe that. First off, their countdown. You know how they say T minus and then they start counting down? Look at this. NASA is Satan minus the T. T minus. It's a nod to Satan. The word NASA in Hebrew means to deceive, to beguile, to deceive. Every image of Earth that they give us is CGI fakery. This is supposedly an image of the moon passing over the Earth. You notice how there's never any stars in these images? They even admit that these images of all these galaxies are simulated. And even this supposed image of Earth from the moon, no stars. Where are all the stars at? Beyond that, the moon landing was definitely a hoax. No way we made it all the way to the moon with these trinkets. Apparently it was a high-level Hollywood production. Stanley Kubrick helped to produce it. And we haven't been back to the moon since then. Apparently we lost the technology. We can't rebuild this engineering marvel. Look at that thing. Their satellites aren't in orbit. They're actually suspended from helium balloons. NASA is the largest consumer of helium on the planet. Here's some pictures. People find these satellites with balloons still attached to them. Here's another one they found in the forest with a balloon attached to it. Even all of NASA's math adds up to 666, 66,600 mile per hour orbit, 66.6-degree Earth tilt. All of this deception costs us billions of dollars every year. So far, we've spent well over $601 billion for deception. Another look at NASA's budget. It looks like we're at least around $25 billion a year. We're paying a lot of money for deception. Christ Jesus told us to seek the truth. The Bible describes the earth as fixed and immovable, not as a spinning ball in infinite space. NASA's lies are a part of a bigger plan to turn people away from God, to make us feel like a small speck in infinite space rather than a special, unique creation of God. A verse I really like is Psalms 104:5. He placed the earth firmly on its foundations, It cannot be moved forever and ever. The truth is in the Bible. Don't be deceived by Satan or NASA. Kind of the same thing, I guess. Comments like this are one of the reasons why I love TikTok so much. Where else could we find such a supportive community to entertain the ideas of a flat earth? To be honest, I thought it was kind of crazy at first. I kind of pictured it looking like this in my mind. Then discovering all these other models make it look a little more reasonable. There's all these ideas of a firmament with waters above the firmament and the earth resting on a stable foundation. Many different depictions of this throughout history. I mean many depictions through all cultures throughout history, except NASA shows up with this globe earth, the only one. Then we got people really trying to figure out and sketch up these really detailed images of how it all may work. There's video footage of Chinese astronauts forgetting to add the curvature to the earth in their videos. Even the Bible used to have these detailed pictures of what the earth looks like based on the text of the Bible. I start to suspect though that we're all being deceived by these ideas of space. You can't prove any of these. The curvature, there's no real pictures of Earth from space. You can't prove evolution. You can't prove gravity. You can't prove that we're spinning on an axis or orbiting the sun. You can't prove that we're hurling through space. You can't prove the Big Bang. You can't prove that the universe is expanding. We can't prove the distance to the sun or the moon. We can't prove that we landed on the moon. We can't show a real picture of a satellite in space. None of this can be proven, and it's all based on theories, and they made up all the math and science to prove it. The more we keep digging, the more it all starts to become clear.